Welcome to another edition of Designing Spaces, the show that's all about you and your space, your home and surroundings. I'm Debbie Marie.
And I'm David Jones. On today's show, we look at some of the new technology that goes into home construction. And the future is looking bright with materials that increase energy efficiency and really create a healthy environment for our homes.
All right, ladies, do you have a secret desire to become a hands-on do-it-yourselfer? Well, on today's show, we launch a series of tip segments devoted to women and power tools called Girls Powered Up.
Ooh, you got my attention.
See, I think the guys are going to like it too.
Absolutely. All right, the show is jam-packed, so let's get it started.
All right, stick around and see it all right now on Designing Spaces. Maintaining hardwood and laminate floors is something many folks really don't want to think about, but with some simple procedures and the right cleaning materials, your floors will look nicer and last a lot longer.
A major part of saving money is keeping what we have in good condition for a longer time, rather than replacement. This can extend throughout the house, including the floors. Designing Spaces hooked up with Peter Pacienza from Lamanator Plus, who specialize in maintaining laminate floors. And they're here to show us exactly how can we keep these floors looking good, looking like new, with that new floor smell and look, but still even restore some old, dull laminate floors. Peter, thank you so much for joining us today on Designing Spaces. I want you to tell me, in your expertise and in your experience, when people call you with their questions and gripes about their laminate floors, what is the most common issue that comes up?
The real common complaint that we get is the fact that the floors never look as good as the day they went in.
So the beautiful thing is you can do it yourself. You can successfully clean, maintain, protect, and of course, extend the life of the laminate floor with this system. Peter, why don't you go ahead and tell us all the steps that are involved in your system.
Okay, it's basically a two-step process. We have a deep scrub product that cleans the floor first and gets off all the residue or anything that the homeowner might have put down on their floor. And then we have a restoration product that goes on top of that that seals it and protects it. And then the third product is a maintenance product that they just use on normal maintenance once a week or once every 2 weeks.
Okay, it sounds pretty easy to use, but talking about is one thing. Why don't you go ahead and show us at work?
Okay, great. Let's do it.
Excellent. We are ready for some super serious cleaning. So, Peter, go ahead and tell me, what are the supplies that we need to get started?
Okay, the supplies are a bucket of cold water. We have a scrub mop that we use with the deep scrub. We have a microfiber mop that we use with the restoration.
Okay, and what are these three bottles over here? Can you tell me more about these?
Well, I brought with me today Anthony Thompson, who is our founder of the company, and I'd like him to explain that to you.
Hi, Peter.
Hey,
Hi, Andy. Great to be here.
So tell me, you've got red, yellow, and green over there. They're obviously different. So tell me, what's the specific need for every single one of them?
Yes, this is what you start with is the green one. It's deep scrub. It's designed to remove old waxes, old cleaners, whatever someone may have used on their floor.
Okay, so it undoes the damage of the years of neglect, if you want to call it that.
Yes.
And gives you a clean slate.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how about the yellow one? What does that do?
It actually restores the floor. It puts a nice protective coating on the floor. It brings up the shines of the floor. Mm-hmm. Does a wonderful job on it.
Okay, so it actually protects your investment by laying that protective layer on there.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, very good. And last but not least, what does the red bottle do?
The red bottle is an everyday cleaner. You use it once a week or twice a week. You use very little, and it does a fabulous job in cleaning floors.
Okay, so that's your everyday tool to keep the floor the way that it should be looking.
Correct,
okay, very good.
Yes.
Actually, all three products are biodegradable. Two of the products, the Deep Scrub and the Buff Dry Cleaner and Revitalizer, are both 100% green, and the Restoration is 90% green.
Well, very good.
So it's very safe for pets and children, which a lot of people are concerned with.
Excellent. That's very important. That's good. Well, it sounds like we have everything we need, and let's get ready to get our hands dirty and start doing some cleaning.
Okay, great. So basically what we're going to do here is Anthony's going to spray the deep scrub on the floor, and then he's going to spread it, and we're going to let it sit for a few minutes.
So you want it to be actually a little bit moist?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
And then you agitate. And once you've reached that process, mild scrubbing, then you go to your microfiber mop.
Okay, so we're putting the microfiber on. We're using the same device, we're just putting a different covering on, and now we're going on to the next stage. What are we doing now?
Now we're going to apply the actual restoration, laminate restoration. This is what seals and protects the floor. This is very easy to apply.
Show me how easy.
What you should do before you start, you should mist a little onto your mop so it gets just a little damp before you start. And it's just a light mist.
Well, you guys have done an exceptional job today, and I say you guys because I was just watching in the background, so good for you guys. Let me ask you this, okay? We've pretty much refurbished this floor to bring it back to its former glory, but there isn't any of that smell or that, the chemical smell that you normally have. How often do we need to reapply?
I've seen it last as long as a year plus, depending on the traffic in the house.
We've pretty much saved this floor from ending up in a landfill somewhere, and you mentioned it's not just good for laminate flooring as well?
No, right. It actually works extremely well on wood, bamboo, and cork floors as well.
There we go. So thinking green is the way to go. We're doing it right here with Lamanator Plus. Is there a website we can go to?
Yes, if you go to laminatorplus.com.
Gentlemen, again, thank you so much for joining us today here on Designing Spaces.
Thank
you very much. We appreciate your time.
Excellent. Well, there you have it. Maintaining what you have is all a part of sustainability. I'm Arne DeVos in South Florida for Designing Spaces.
For now, this show, we're out of time.
Yes, we are, but thank you so much for joining us here on Designing Spaces. I'm David Jones.
And I'm Debbie Marie. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.